not wondering.
Is it that Zuppy is a playful Pokemon by nature? Oh.
Best joke, 10 out of 10. Alright.
10 out of 10 would never let die throughout an entire series.
We'll never let
No
die.
matter how frequent
It'll never...
it's used.
Will literally never die. That joke will literally always be funny.
I can't wait for your epitaph to say that.
My what? Oh yeah. Did you know Zuppy's a playful Pokemon?
Like your grave.
Anyhow, hello everyone. Welcome to Speletons. Where's the timer? There it is. I'm Zinker. He's Derek, and this is Kingdom.
You hesitated for a bit there.
3. Alright, so what am I doing?
You okay. That's fine.
What
I'm
I
not
do,
gonna
Derek?
worry about it.
What you have something to say?
You just hesitate a little bit when you before saying my name. It's like you didn't know my name.
What, Derek? That's stupid. Are you trying to imply that I forgot your name, Daniel? Anyhow, speaking of completely
like 2 seconds
to
before
not
that.
know people, now let's move into a Zinker story today. That's right, Zinker has a story today. It's very unusual.
I guess we're just
for
jumping
Zinker
right
to
in
have
on
a
you.
story.
Wow.
Yeah. Role reversal. No one saw it coming. That song played called The Last Surprise, and no one saw it coming. So, recently at my work, I have been attending group interviews. You may be asking, what are you, helping them interview people? Sorta. But actually, I'm pretending to be an interviewee person and spying on them and watching each and every one of their tiny little movements. And if they do the slightest thing wrong, I boot them out at the end. Because I can't do that during it, obviously, because I would give it away to everyone. Anyhow,
Yeah.
So, yeah, what is it? We do these group interview things at my work, right? Where we have a bunch of people come in and interview. They're not hired yet. It's obviously to see how they work together as a group and whatnot, and to see how they work as a team, see if they have leadership qualities, whatever. Those fucking 9-mile yards of things employers look for that they basically guess basically entirely on appearance anyways. So, anyhow, what is it? During these, so my, one of my managers was like, "It would be funny, or it was interesting. We just had, people pretend to be the interviewees, but actually just spy on them." So that's what the trainers are doing. Me and, my other friend. Also, third person. It was, it's interesting. Just to go over quickly what we do.
Yeah.
What's up? What are you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, like, that's for one thing, that's an interesting tactic, just because well, I guess for one thing, that's placing a lot of trust on you guys to not hack that up.
To not what? Oh,
well, to not like hack it up, because like if I
yeah,
went to an interview and I found out they
first
had a
off,
fucking
you're
ghost
ahead of
interviewer,
yourself,
I would be
Derek.
like,
just calm down. You're ahead of yourself, all right?
okay, all right.
So, what was I gonna say? So, just a quick rundown of what we do. First, they have us build Legos. Just build a Lego kit together. That's the first thing. Which makes sense. I guess it decently shows cooperation and shit. And then there's just a puzzle, and I'm actually not too sure what the point of the puzzle is. The puzzle is they make 2 triangles out of 6 matchsticks. It's like, you have 2 triangles, you have to make 4 triangle. You can only move 1 matchstick. Go for it. Do you know the answer, Derek?
I'm trying to think of how they're set up.
It's just 2. It is 2 equally identical triangles. They're touching by 1 corner.
Okay.
And they're both. Think of like a mountain range. You know, both of they're congruent. They're congruent and they're touching each other by a corner. And they're made out of 3 toothpicks, matchsticks, whatever the hell you want to call them.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, You got an idea? No,
How
yes?
am I allowed to like pick it up and move it somewhere else, or am I just supposed to?
Just one toothpick.
Am I like rotating it on an axis, or is it like?
You can move it anyway. You can put it anywhere. You can even throw it across the room. Won't help you, but you could do that if you want.
Well, I can't.
You're taking
like,
too long. The joke is it's a 4. They say 4 triangle like half the time. It's supposed to be 4 triangle, and you can make like Roman numerals 4 or the number 4 using one of the toothpicks. Wow, I don't know what it shows. What they look at that from that. Only one person's gotten it.
That's dumb.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a matchstick problem that I think is better. But also a bit easier.
So it's 2 triangles, and you're supposed to get into 4 triangle. Is that what they said?
They say 4 No, I should know. The first time this was given to me during the first group interview I was on, my supervisor said 4 triangles. So never would I have gotten it in like a year from the saying, and she continually said the 4 triangles. But the second time around, they actually said 2 triangle into 4 triangle. And I'm like, okay, well now they might as well just give it away. But yeah.
That's just a dumb thing. It's like, cause
I think it's just the pastime. I don't know. Maybe they just like watching them suffer. That's something I would do. I like to watch people suffer. I don't get what you get from team, what they look at that for in terms of the job. Maybe if you're smart, if you can actually figure it out.
I guess like listening clearly, because like if you listen clearly, you might catch the difference. But like if I heard that, I would just 100% think, oh, they were just dumb in speaking.
Yeah. No, my goal, you had to take 1 toothpick and just break it into 4 pieces, and then you can make 4 triangles. Something like that. Yeah. Just about. That was what I thought. But anyhow, that's irrelevant. We can't focus on 4 triangle forever. We have a whole thing to go through. Then they play laser tag. Pretty obvious how that one works as team building. Oh, sorry.
I guess,
team-based laser tag, a team game with bases to defend and attack. So, there you go. And then finally we built. I guess
it also shows if they know Lasertron or not.
That too, but then what was I gonna say? Just disappeared, completely gone. Then we make stuff out of Play-Doh. The first one we made a mythical creature, and you had to come up with a story and how it worked, etc. It's okay. The other one we had to.
Is there a time limit?
Yes. We don't know the time limit. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But you make stuff out of Play-Doh. The other one was like something that you'd make on an island to survive or get off the island. Anyhow. Someone make a what? Plane? No.
Like a plane or a boat?
We made a boat at our table. This is during the second one. It was a shitty boat. It was a real shitty boat. I made the mast. Or not the mast, the sail. Wait. Part of that is the mast, I think. Wait.
I would go for a flare gun.
Okay, you have to make it with stuff on an island though. You have nothing. You just have to make it off stuff on an island.
Oh, I thought I was just making something out of Play-Doh I would like to have.
No, not that easy. You also have to explain how you got it on the island, which you could just say a flare gun washed up on the shore or something like that. But you're gonna be like, wow,
that's a cop out.
Yeah, basically, and they know that's a cop out, so they'll be like, all right, well, we don't want this guy. He cops out. Anyhow, what was I saying? I do remember what I was saying. This minimal gameplay is distracting me. It's cool because when I get to do these group interview things, right? I'm actually a shy person when I don't know anyone. So it's not hard for me to act shy. So for the most part, I feel like I wouldn't say I'm a great actor at it, but unless you know, unless you're looking I'm passable. You wouldn't notice I'm acting unless somebody's like, "Hey, look at the guy's acting," and I'm like, "Oh, he's acting."
Did you have to
They'd have to
dress
point
up
out
for the
that I'm
interview
acting.
too?
What's up?
Did you dress up too for the interview?
I just have my
you're
hoodie and,
going to an interview.
Hoodie and khakis. Yeah.
I did other people dress up for the interview?
Most people don't, and I think it's pretty bad. They know, because they notice when you dress up real nice there. But I'm not worried in the long run. I already work there, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but. Yeah, I guess.
Actually, you have to begin it. Fun fact: I looked at my manager. I'm like, can my fun fact be I hate kids? I want to get an arcade joint, by the way. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that fact is
such a
fun,
ballsy thing to say?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Everyone in the room just like, you could really set the, especially if you went first, you could really set the tone.
I did go first in the first group interview, actually.
What'd you actually say?
I said I have a YouTube channel full time.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
That's basically what they told me to say. They didn't say I couldn't say I hate kids. My manager's like, I'm not gonna say anything. If you want to say that, all on you. I'm like, okay. But I didn't actually.
It was like a soft no, like.
No, it wasn't a no. It was I don't want to say I gave permission for it.
Yeah.
Let me see. Actually, let me go back to something.
Okay.
So this entire episode is gonna be in space, by the way. Look at all the. So it's probably go longer. For that, just so people are aware. But I hope the story is keeping you interested. No, I need to go to the garage.
I'm interested. I want to hear more about this.
I mean, yeah. So, in the first group interview I did, you know, I'm all shy. My supervisor is having a difficult time with this because she likes to insult me like every 3 seconds. And she can't make fun. Apparently, while I was building the Legos, I'm like, so is that how this works? She wanted to like fucking like start roasting me. She couldn't do it. And let's see. From the first one, what I will say is, so we had to make the laser tag was a bit of a bummer because I had to run the counter. So I had to come up with an excuse to not be present during it, which is fortunately pretty easy. Just I have asthma. That's it. So I was just like, I have asthma. So I sat out on it. And I ran the counter for them. Pretty lame. I didn't get to play laser tag. I don't get to see anything in there. But then
to be fair, like you would have had to really hold back probably.
Yes, you were correct because I played it the second time. Oh boy, was it unfortunate. That I just feel bad because like what you say?
Or the spy mode? That's what it is.
No, I didn't use the spy mode. I didn't use power-up modes. So in the second group interview, when I did a laser tag, the first game, I just was awful on purpose. Just see, what I was trying to do is see if I could set people up to assist me, both on my team and on the enemy team. Because, you know, that is something I would look for. It's just if people were, like, helpful. Especially if they're helpful for, you know, like, and they didn't need to be, you know, like, stuff like that. So I tried to just kind of, like, set up situations for that. But no one really took any bait, which wasn't surprising. Just it was a little disappointing. Still. Yeah. But what was it? Like I would not fire at the base, I would fire at the recharge and stuff like that. Overall, I just kind of watched what everyone did, and I made sure that I was not a helpful teammate for the most part. Well, for the first game. I also made sure to not use power-up modes because I wanted someone to explain to me power-up modes on like my team. Another setup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But that makes sense, right? My team was not. Well, I shouldn't say that. There was someone on my team that was being really good. And by really good, I mean no one else wanted to play defense, and everyone went and attacked, and so he ended up staying and playing defense. And I'm like, I like that guy because he's doing what everyone else, you know,
like doing that.
Yeah, no one does it. Like I would normally play defense. Tying back into what I said, if I if it were possible, like if I was actually like if I went full throttle, which I didn't there, unfortunately, I would have been like fucking playing defense and moving to offense because I can do both. Which that was the hardest part of laser tag. Is kind of watching my team lose, knowing very well I could have stopped that, but I didn't. You know, it's a painful feeling. It's a painful feeling. That being said, it was also extremely, you know, it was fun. It was fun. I did have to hold back though quite a lot. And it also sucked because someone there was also good at laser tag, and I'm like, oh no, I'm not giving them a fair match. It's not. Well, I'm not going all out, and I should be, you know. So, but whatever. I don't care too much. Anyhow, the other time I was just counter. There's not much interesting because I didn't see a single thing in there. I will say that once everyone came out of the arena, everyone was very more talkative, except me. I never even went in, so you know that was kind of weird. But
it's hard to be more talkative when you came out if you never came out.
Yes. Now, what else? So many different things to talk about, and that we did. Let's see here. During the first interview when we did Play-Doh, my team wanted to make an an octo snake? Yeah. Okay. There's an octopus that's also a snake. Which we were just gonna have like 8 snakes coming out of this ball.
I was gonna ask, like, how does that work? Is it a snake with tentacles, or is it 8 snakes as octopus tentacles?
I was thinking the one snake with 8 tentacles, but whatever. They did. You know, I don't want to impose anything. I want to see what they do. Now, what happened? I wish I could just talk consistently without getting interrupted by nothing. By literally nothing. What ended up happening is we somehow made... they were calling this, what was it? The Octo Snake. Yes, they were calling it the Octo Snake. Real, fantastic name there, kiddos. But now, and this is something that, pisses me off, is... it didn't actually end up staying an octo snake. It became a spake. A spider and a snake. Instead, and this spider had like a top hat for whatever reason they wanted a top hat. The snake had a top hat, and could do magic tricks. Just wanted to be a rural farmer. Just wanted to farm. Just wanted to farm. That's it. That was his goal in life. He could do magic tricks, and he was married to a pebble, with 12 pebble children. Interesting, you know, whatever. That's what my team came up with.
I've heard this before.
The thing that upset me is, they kept calling it an octo snake afterwards. I'm like, but it's not even an octopus anymore. You have no idea. You cannot fathom how much that got to me. It's just like, it's not an octo snake, guys. I even told them this at one point, and they didn't care. They didn't care, Derek. It made no difference on them. They kept on.
Well, I hope they don't get hired.
No, like mostly everyone did from that group. One person didn't, and yeah. Fun times for them, I bet. So that was how that other one. So that was how that one went. In the second interview, what was it called? We had to make the items. Our group. I should note, by the way, in the first group, we had one person that was returning, who obviously knew. Like, we had to tell him beforehand, like, hey, yeah, this is what's happening. You can't ruin it. So, which they did fine. But in the second interview, well, that'll be the story. So, the Play-Doh thing we made a boat. Other team made a submarine. Submarine was like way cooler, and they had like a way better backstory.
I was gonna say,
like,
yeah,
we
that's
have a
more
boat.
style.
Yeah, we had a boat. They had like engineering degrees. We had a boat.
They had top men working on this.
Yes.
You guys roped together some logs.
Yeah. I had to make the mast. It wasn't a good mast. I did my best, guys. I really did, but it was not.
Guess you could say you're really not the master.
I was not the master. Yeah, I wasn't even a master.
Well, I guess you were the You were the master. You weren't a master.
I'm not a master. Correct. Now, let's see here. The Legos are pretty uninteresting. I could tell you stuff, but it's mostly related to work. Like, I watched the people I was with. I had to, let's see, I basically, there was one person I'm like, no, on the second interview. Now, so getting on what I said before, we had returners in those interviews. In the second interview, I was seated at the table. There's 4 in the second interview, and there's only 2 trainers there. So there was 2 returners and 2 new people at the tables, right? At my table, my friend Sam and my pal Evan. I trained Evan basically in everything. And I trained Sammy Whammy there on laser tag. Anyhow, like from the moment I sit down, Sam is just like consistently trying to spoil everything. Like I would sit there like very quiet because I'm being shy. I don't want to talk. That's how I am when I first meet people too. And there's no one I know. So and then she's like, Zinker, have you used Legos before? I'm like, yeah, like a decade ago or something. She just keeps spamming me with questions. I think at one point the guy next to me's like, you gotta stop picking on him, because that's what it seemed like she was doing.
Wow.
And she was talking about how she used to work here, and I was like, at one point, she's like, I should note that I introduced myself, obviously, as Zinker, not by my first name, because that's what I actually go by. She's like, at one point, she's like, I was trained by, I remember when I just on laser tag 2, I was trained by Zinker. I mean, and at this point, I'm like glaring at her.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm already formulating, like, it's okay. I can recover this because I'm calm. I can recover this. I'm not too worried. I'm about to say something that, like, I have a cousin named Matt, right? He's like, yeah, and what was it? My pal Evan's trying, like, is like, not this Zinker, another Zinker. She's like saying, one that used to work here. Isn't that weird that there's like 2 Zinkers? Like, it was pretty bad, pretty bad acting. My pal Evan is like, yeah, I know him.
There's like,
trying to help out, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
But boy, I wish they were better.
Oh, also,
better at life.
My computer just had a moment of indicating it might crash soon.
Okay,
so.
well don't, because this is going great so far, kinda. Boy, this
we're
is
gonna fix that.
What is this, man?
Well, the story's going great, anyways.
Anyhow, hold on, I gotta name him. This is important. I know what to name him. The boy. All right, cool. Because that's what he looks like. The boy.
Okay.
Doesn't he look like he looks like a good boy. He's got hands and shit. Yeah.
Looks like Reggie Rock.
I can see that. Not Reggie Rock, but oh yeah. No, Reggie Ice. I would say Reggie Ice. More Reggie Ice.
Yeah, it's more Reggie Ice shaped, but like just with like the addition of like the coloring, it kind of adds to the shoulders too. Or like he has like broader shoulders, like Reggie Rock does.
I don't know about that. Anyhow,
I don't even know if Reggie Ice has shoulders.
No one does. That's the secret.
No one has shoulders.
No. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Why not? It's just.
It's just guns.
It just shoots. It just shoots. That's all it does. I'll just take this and apply it to. There we go. Awesome.
Nice. Hot.
Nice, Derek. Alright. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta rename that. Sorry to interrupt this story. I know we're at that part where, like, hold on. No! Ah, god damn it! Let me name this what I want to name it. It's important. Alright, so, she's trying to backpedal on this. It's not going well. Evan's trying to backpedal. Yeah, I know him. I'm about to say, well, I know, I have a cousin named Matt, who lives in Summers, that I haven't, like, seen in forever. I was gonna say that. But then she's like, yeah, his name was Leonardo. You cannot, Derek, this is like a moment with you right now, right?
No, I'm good at this.
You could probably audibly hear me sigh. Like, I was just staring at her, I'm like,
oh, yeah, okay, that's the
Leonardo fucking Zinker. That was the name she went with. What is it? It's some fake person, a fake made-up name from someone from the 1500s. Yes, that Leonardo Zinker. I just went quiet. I just kind of like, I didn't say anything. And then we just kind of changed the subject.
I think you should have done from the beginning is I don't think you should have introduced yourself as Zinker. You should have introduced yourself as Zinky.
Yeah, well, Derek, first off, it has my name tag. Wait, I have a name tag on that says Zinker.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
So
Anyhow.
Like cross off the yellow or the I don't know why I said
anyhow,
yellow. The R.
By the end of this group interview, in the first one, my manager didn't give me any time to say anything. You know, like I didn't get to talk or anything. I was just like, oh, hold on. It was just like we stood up and was like, hey, by the way, trainers are watching you, and we're like, hi, and they're like, ah, and they didn't like that. But
I wouldn't think they would.
But then, and this is where I had quite fun in the second one. She had to stand up, and like the moment after, she's like, "These are your..." First off, when we stood up, 2 other people that were new people, us, and I just want to know. I want to know both of those people that stood up that were new and are not trainers. They also didn't get the job.
Well, they tried. Their speech, they rolled to bluff and failed.
Literally the first thing I said was, "There's 2 more people standing up than there should be." And then they sat down. And then, like the moment when my manager finished up, I looked at Sam. I'm like, "Leonardo Zinker, are you kidding me?" I just started screaming at her. What kind of stupid made-up name is Leonardo Zinker? Who comes at? What a stupid...
God.
And she's like, oh my god. And then she's like talking to the other guy that defended me before. It's like, see? He's a jerk. He's a jerk. I'm like, I've been bottling this up for 2 hours. I've wanted to scream at you for 2 hours over this. Oh my god, dude. It was fucking hilarious. My manager actually told her, like, during the group interview, he's like, wow, you were really bad at this. She's like, I know, I'm sorry.
Well, hey, I don't know if she got hired or not, but if she did, you don't have to worry about her lying.
Oh, her?
Because it'll be obvious.
Yeah, I feel like the group interview was just a formality in her case. Because honestly, she did pretty awful during the group interview, but like, we all know her, and like, she does good work. Like, so like, It didn't matter. That she did pretty. She did awful except for the laser tag part. She did what was it? I think she did bad during the Play-Doh section. She did okay during the Legos. But sometimes she just didn't do anything. Play-Doh, she basically did nothing. Laser tag, she did really good. But you know, whatever. Just as a quick summary, because who cares about the whole thing? But you know, like everyone was just like, yeah, she's Sammy. Like, dude, she's good. Like, no. But
yeah.
If she had to get on there based on her acting skills, oh boy, she would not be there. Leonardo fucking Zinker, Derek. He's from the 1500s. I don't get it. Right? Like, it's not just me. That.
Yeah, I don't know any Leonardos.
I really don't get it. Oh.
There's that Ninja Turtle, I think.
Yeah. Maybe she was talking about the Ninja Turtle, Derek.
Well, yeah, but one's also named
So
Michelangelo, so like, I mean, their names are old.
Honestly, I wanted to be like, what is his middle name? Fucking Da Vinci? Leonardo Da Vinci Zinker. But like, it's too bad I couldn't like fucking like throw a pen at her or something during like the orientation. Because boy, did I want to. Like, I really want to.
Just like catch her off guard during laser tag.
Yeah.
Like, and like throw a pen.
Yeah, I was in there. I could have. Oh man. Whew. I don't know if I have anything else to say in regards to that. That was just very funny. The trainers, by the way, we had no. Well, I don't know. I don't know how my friend Cam did.
It sounded like you were about to say we had no idea.
No idea what?
And I was just, I don't know, but my immediate thought, but like, it sounded like you sound like you were gonna say that, and my immediate thought was, you were going to say we had no idea that we were there, or that like we were trainers or something.
We had no idea that we were trainers. Yeah. Oh man. No. I don't know how she did. She said she.
How did people respond? So like, how did people react to seeing that though? Because like, I imagine if I like, I know if I was in an interview and that happened, I would be like, I would question working there.
One person screamed out in the first interview. Screamed out, "Traitor!" He got hired, by the way, as far as I know.
Good.
He was also the one that actually, the only one that ever solved that stupid puzzle they had. Now, the people in the first interview were just rather surprised. The people in the second interview, I didn't catch any of their reactions. Most of them are returners, and those that were not, I don't know if they fully got it. Also, like, the one person that wasn't a returner that was hired from that, because one of them didn't show up, I should say, he didn't seem that surprised. I'm like, gee, I wonder why. Fucking Leonardo Zinker. I feel like the whole Zinker bit ruined everything there. Oh man. There's one beautiful boy right here. Look at him.
He's something.
He's something. Alright, next time on Speletons. New discussion topic. Bye-bye.